Hey guys, Zennosh here and welcome to Exos. And today it's time to review the Fate core Nika because she's going to receive her core reverse upgrade tomorrow, Monday. And let's see if her new skill sets are going to be any help to the current meta contest or not, because so far she has been a useless trash. Alright, so that's it and done. Let's get this started. Looking into her artwork, it's pretty much the same as before, not much of change. Notice core reverse chance increase, violet sound, Nika recruit, it says right over here. And the period is going to be starting on the May 31st. That's going to be tomorrow, Monday, after the maintenance, until June 7th, Monday, 1:59/2021 UTC time. So her ban is going to last for a total of 7 days. You can recruit hero plus Fate core with higher probability than the premium recruitment. As she is a black Fate core hero unit, she's going to drop at 0.7% chance from her own banner, and you can then get her for free after 19 multi summons. That's it and done. Let's look into her skill changes. Fever time has been added to the passive skill effect. The passive effect is known as the Thirst 2, alright? It says, deals damage to the attacker upon taking damage 30%, which is pretty great. Afflicts the attacker with stun for 5 to 12 turns. Now that's what I'm talking about. That is so awesome, man. 12 turns of stun? Possibly? Amazing. Really a great help, especially for the Zennosh battles, let alone the story contents, based on own current health when the attack hits. So yeah, there we go, guys. Gains mana 1 mana if the target has 80% or more health. So yeah, extra ways of gaining mana. Definitely a great skill effect for the Zennosh battle. Little star, it says, special effect at the beginning of a round reduces received damage by 10% for each living ally except the caster. And she can actually reduce the damage up to 40%. So you gotta take notice of it right over here that this is actually gonna reset every round. So meaning like, on the start of every round, you need to make sure that most of your allies are alive, okay? And in any kind of battle out there, a total of about 4 other allies can be alive, right? In most of the contents, right? So that means like up to a total of 40% damage reduction will be provided to her, which is great. Meaning like she can actually tank a really great deal of damage. That's awesome, man. And now, fever time. Let's talk about this new skill effect right over here. Mark effect, it says, if the target damaged by self has lower maximum health than self, which is pretty easy to achieve, grants warming up mark to self, okay, and can be stacked. So yeah, there we go. And now the next one is gonna be the buff effect, okay. If the target damaged by self has higher maximum health than self, like let's say possibly Fate core Garf, Fate core Radley might easily like outshine her in terms of maximum health, right? So anyways, in that case, what's gonna happen is that she is gonna increase her own maximum health by 5% and can be stacked up to a total of 5 times, meaning like she can improve her own maximum health by a total of 25%. That is great. That is great. See, it's really trying to be one of the tankiest unit out there in the game. Think about it. She can actually reduce the damage by up to a total of 40%, and she can also improve her maximum health by a total of 25%. Amazing. Buff effect right over here. When 5 or more warming up marks are stacked on self, removes warming up marks from self to increase the attack of all allies by 20% for 12 turns, which is really good, okay? So in order to get those warming up marks, she needs to attack those target who has like lower maximum health compared to herself, okay? Yeah, there we go, guys. And she has to damage them. So there is this condition out here. She has to damage the target, meaning that she has to attack the target, and the target needs to have lower maximum health for her to have this warming up mark effect, alright? And if the target has higher HP than compared to her, then well, she's actually gonna improve her maximum health by a total of 25% with 5% increments at a time. So yeah, that's gonna be it. And if the warming up mark is of total of 5 stacks, then she's gonna remove all the marks and she's going to provide that 20% attack boost to all the allies in the team. Alright, so there we go, guys. Pretty good, but not really that superb in my opinion, because there are so many other allies that can actually do this thing way much better. If you're looking for the attack boost, definitely Fate core Morris can do better. Yes, if you're asking me, like where does this girl really do belong to, which nation does she belong to, then she belongs to the Lenom nation. Alright, in the Lenom nation most of the units are very offensive, and definitely the attack boost is gonna be a really great help over there. But we already have an amazing unit known as Fate core Morris who can do this even much better. Alright, so yeah, that's the thing. And usually in our Lenum team, we really don't rely upon the defenders. Okay, so yeah, this kind of things. I'm like, you can use it from time to time, but as he lacks the provoke skill, not really that great in my opinion. That's it and done. Let's look into the skill bomb skill right over here. It's not changed. It's still gonna use 2 mana right over here. Sand bomb, it says deal single target deals 187% damage to single enemy. Status effect applies target afflicts target with shock for 4 turns. So she can shock the enemy as well. That is great. If you can shock the opponent, it's pretty much like stun. The opponent will not be able to do anything at all for that duration, alright? Next is gonna be the Gatling music, is unchanged, alright? Gatling music, it says, requires mana, 4 mana, and deals 255% damage to all the enemies. And this skill is definitely gonna be her bread and butter skill. Why? Because, well, it's gonna consume a lot of mana. That means like more signature force damage will be in effect. First thing. Next thing is that like it's going to target all the enemies. So it's actually gonna have a really good synergy with our fever time. More the enemies you hit at a point, definitely more the mark or the buff effects she's gonna have. And the next problem with this thing is that like it's a buff effect, okay? There are certain units in the game like Baelish, yeah, who can actually just passively remove the buff, okay? So yeah, that can be a big problem out there, because buffs in this game are pretty much removable even by the passive skill. And that is such a big problem. For example, she might actually be able to get all those 5 stacks right, and finally she might be able to provide that 20% of attack boost to all the allies. But in the same time, another opponent out there with the buff removal might actually just, like steal all your mana. They have that mana absorb, passive skill effect, and that can be a really big problem. So she does not have really that amazing scope out there, okay? So yeah, that's the thing out here. And lastly, now if you're asking me, should you be really summoning her? I would say not really, because she's a Black Fate Core hero unit first. You are definitely going to get her for free. Not free. I mean, like, you are gonna get her eventually with the Fate Core summon tickets that you will be able to get through so many events in the game, like Core Raid, like monthly Exos missions, and so many others, right? So yes, don't worry about that one. You are going to get her eventually. And the second thing is that like her new added effects are not really that proof, okay? It's not really that secured. It's not really that easy to trigger as well, okay? I mean, like, because she really needs to target all the opponents out there and start getting that warming up stack marks, or to actually, she has to attack the opponents, and that's the problem out there, alright, in order for her to be really effective out there. The good thing is that, like, yes, her attack speed is pretty great, but it's not really that superb. That's it and done, guys. She lacks the provoke skill that is quite needed by any kind of guardian unit. And with this kind of things, the opponents might just skip the Nika easily and start focusing on your weaker, or let's say squishy allies out there, and they can actually easily win the battle against you. Alright, so I would say not really that great unit. So you can just skip her, save your cess, and try to save your cess for those incoming gold Fate Core units. That might be a really great help to your account. Alright, so that's it and done. For the exclusive weapon, it's pretty much a scam. No need to summon for this one. The boost that it provides is very pathetic. 30 attack boost and 3000 combat power boost is nothing. It's just for the costume purpose. Anyways, that's all I have to say to you guys. If you have any extra feedbacks, opinions, then please do let me know in the comment section below. And that's it and done, guys. That is it for today. See you guys in the next video.